Let's get started. Sports figures that use their celebrity, if you want to call it that, for an agenda. Now, this may be old news, but I never got to voice my opinion, so I'm gonna. Colin Kaepernick. Really? First of all, here's what I think. I think that old Colin is pitted because he was a pretty good quarterback with a lot of notoriety in the beginning of his career. Unfortunately, due to injury, he became mediocre at best. And I think with his notoriety and all the hoopla and all the attention he was getting, he was a little bummed out that he didn't get that anymore. So I think he was whining. He was a little whiner. But here's the thing, Colin. You had an agenda with the take a knee and all this crap and what I believe is disrespect to the flag, to the country, to the anthem. And you're welcome to have your opinion, no doubt. We live in America, and you're more than welcome to voice your opinion. But you're a punk because you did it on somebody else's dime, the NFL's. And they're probably even pissed at you for it because their ratings have dropped somewhat, and a lot of people attribute it to you. Isn't that something? But the thing is, it's a cop-out in a sense because you took you had an agenda and you did that like falsifiedly. Why? Because doing it the way you did it was just really a crappy move. Colin, why didn't you rent a hall if you think you're so smart and you've got something to say and you want people to hear it, which nobody wants to anyhow, by the way? Why didn't you just rent a hall out and say what your agenda was going to be? Have it on your dime. Feed the joint. You make plenty of money. And have everyone there, and then you could voice your opinion. Okay? Which nobody probably gives a shit anyway. Fact of the matter is, why I'm a little salty about it is they're all deceased now, 5 uncles. They were all in World War II. And they fought for this country. And I thought it was so disrespectful that you had to do things the way you did things. It just didn't make sense. And you probably just don't know any better, do you? It's called respect. Now, my uncles were in Bastogne. Did you ever hear of Bastogne? When guys were getting their legs and arms blown off by the Germans? You probably don't. Look it up. But the fact is, the point I'm trying to make is this. You don't understand what pride and respect and the United States fighting for your country is. The reason my uncles and other veterans of other wars fought is for your freedom, Colin. If they'd have known it was for your freedom, maybe they wouldn't have fought. But it was for the freedom to do and say what you wanted to do and say. The freedom of being an American, which is beautiful. The only problem is, it comes with a price tag. They paid the ultimate price, but the price tag is respect, which you don't have any. And that's what I wanted to say about that. I just think that was so lame that you actually think someone gives a rat's ass about your agenda. You know? If you thought you really had something to talk about, like I said, rent a hall and say it. I don't think you'd get anybody there, to be honest with you. But you never know. But you're not going to do it anyhow, because why would you? Might cost you 10 cents out of your millions that you made with football, by the way. And the reason you made your millions out of football is because we're not run by the Germans or the Japanese or whoever. Anyhow, that's what I got to say about that. Now I'm going to move on to something that's a little more sensitive. It will be to most people, but I don't care. And that is LeBron James. Ooh, everybody bowed down, baby. It's LeBron James. Now dig this. I am a Clevelander. I am one of the biggest fans of Cleveland you'll ever know. I was at the Drive 30 years ago against Denver. I have been to numerous Cavs games, hundreds, if not thousands, of Indians games, and I had season tickets for the Browns for 17 years. I like them apples. I consider myself a fan. Now, LeBron, you aggravated me. And I'll tell you why. Here's the thing. First of all, I want to thank you because what you did as far as basketball is concerned, never done before. I was digging it. You brought a championship to Cleveland. But here's the thing. To me, not that you give a crap, you tarnished your reputation. And you know how? And you know how I lost respect for you? When you backed Hillary. Oh, yeah. I'm a Trump guy, baby. But here's the thing. It's not because you backed Hillary. You're entitled to that. I give you the respect that you wanted to, that you have an opinion, and that you have a brain, and that you backed Hillary. That's your gig, baby. And we're all Americans. We can back and do whatever we want. But it's how you did it. Just like Kaepernick. Here's what you did. You falsified things for people. Okay? You backed Hillary on the notoriety of LeBron James. Like, hey, I averaged 30 points a game, and I brought the championship back to Cleveland, and I have 3 championships under my belt, 2 in Miami, 1 in Cleveland. Look at me. I'm LeBron James. Vote for Hillary. Look at me. I'm LeBron James. Vote for Hillary. I mean, really? Really? I think you duped people. That's what I think. I think you duped people. Because you just said, vote for Hillary. Now, I was hip to what you were doing because I was watching, but here's the thing, man. You didn't say anything, LeBron. You didn't say what her attributes were. You didn't say what her policies were. You didn't say what you believed in her for. And you certainly didn't defend her for all her atrocities. And those are all facts. The FBI gig, the lying, the bullshit, just everything. There's so many facts out there that show the wrongdoings, but you didn't defend any of them, and you didn't say what she's done for the country and what her views are and what she stands on and her policies. You didn't do any of that. You know why? Well, basically because she's done nothing in 30 years and she wasn't running on any policies. Did that slip your mind there, LeBron? And I dig you as a b-ball player, no doubt. Thank you for everything you did for Cleveland. That's redundancy on my part. I already said that, I know. But I lost respect for you. You dig what I'm saying? I lost respect for you, and I know you don't care. But maybe somebody out there does. Maybe just one person I'll reach, and they do. Because you stood behind her and you said, oh, go Hillary, without anything. Nothing. And I thought that was a travesty in itself. Now, that's just my opinion, and if you see this, you'll probably be pissed, but it's all true, brother. And you know it is. So next time you take a stance on backing something, do it factually and with some things that make sense and something maybe people can believe. Not that you're just, a big time b-ball player, which is cool. And God bless you for that. You're gifted. But you're not so gifted when it comes to your endorsements, especially when it was someone running for president. Now, that's just my opinion, brother. And Hillary lost anyhow and Trump won, which is cool by me, because maybe we'll get something done. Now, dig this. If I had an agenda, I'd do something like this, and I'd back up Trump with policies that he ran on and things that he promised us he'd try to accomplish, and integrity, and not a lot of bullshitting around. You dig what I'm saying? And that's what I think about that. So, for all you people that are like, oh man, you're dissing LeBron. No, I'm not. It's all facts, and makes perfect sense. And if you really take time to think about it, you'll see. And by the way, if you have a different opinion of that, you might want to write to LeBron. That's an idea. Write to LeBron and ask him what policies Hillary did run on. I'm sure he has them handy, and he'll be more than happy to tell you what they are. And that's what I think about that.